Welcome back to our TimeMD video tutorial series. We are cruising along with our demo account setup. We've already completed steps 1 through 8 and are currently on step 9, shifts. And as always, if you have any questions regarding our previous steps, please feel free to stop this video, find the video that you need and watch it, and then come back and join us at any time. For now, we're going to go ahead and complete shifts and actually talk a little bit about what shifts are and how they relate to your account. So here we are on the preferences screen. We can see which steps we've completed. As you can tell here by the red X, we are on step 9, shifts. So let's click on that and talk a little bit about this input screen. So first of all, shifts are a convenient way for you to do some things which you can't normally do with some of your more traditional time tracking systems. Shifts will allow you to forecast data. It will allow you to determine if employees are showing up early, showing up late. It will also help with scheduling. Now, being said, you don't actually need to use the shifts in your account. If you would rather not use a scheduling system, that's fine. It's not required for time tracking. But if you do elect to use it, we do ask that you set up at least one shift so at least you have that foundation ready to go. So here we are. Like in any of our modules, you do have the ability to input as many different shifts as you need, just like as many different departments, locations, etc. And to delineate between the different shifts, you just have to give it a name. So for sake of our demonstration, let's go ahead and give this the title morning shift. Start date is really just asking, okay, when do you want this shift to start as far as a calendar date? We usually ask our clients, let's go back a little bit of time just so that you can get a little backlog going. So let's just go back a few months. September 1st. It really doesn't matter. You can leave it as is, but we just generally ask you go back a little bit. It makes the ability to input a schedule a little further back if you need. Start time. This is the time you need that employee to show up at work. So let's just do 8 o'clock a.m. And then end time, let's do 5 o'clock p.m. Now, obviously, for a shift, most people will have at least one unpaid break. And so if you want our system to help forecast how many hours are being worked, it will need to know if there's going to be a break implied for that shift or not. So that way it doesn't count that hour towards that break or half hour or however long that break might be when it gives you that forecast number. So for sake of this demo, let's go ahead and assume there's going to be at least one unpaid hour break. That way it'll help it come to that total that we need. Round total break time, you can ignore that for the sake of this demo. On the right hand side, repeat settings. This is a nice way so that you don't have to input the same shift over and over and over again. If you have your typical 9 to 5 Monday through Friday shift, well, this will help you set it up just once and the system will know how to repeat that. So yes, we want it to repeat. We don't want it to stop repeating, so let's leave those fields blank as they are. And then we can define our repeat pattern. We have a number of choices, daily, weekly, or monthly. By default, we select weekly simply because that's the more common selection by most of our clients. But as you select a different option, your fields below will change based on what you're selecting. So for weekly, we need to tell it which days of the week. So let's do that, Monday through Friday. And it looks like everything's done. So let's go ahead and click Submit. We now have our first shift input and saved, and we can actually go ahead and proceed with our next step. Now we're at the review screen where we can see what's been input as far as that shift is concerned. If we ever have questions regarding what days of the week it's repeating a pattern, and whether or not it's implying a break, that all will show here. And of course, you can always go back and edit that value at any time, or edit that entry at any time by simply clicking the Edit field. The associated button, we'll touch on that a little bit more during this next step as we talk about employees and what that means, how that works, and why it's useful when actually trying to manage your shifts. So that does it for this setup, this step, or this video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at support@timemd.com, and we thank you for your time.